Okay, happy new month. There's a lot of energy in the field, in the group, all over. It's February, and I'm super excited. I want to congratulate everybody, by the way, on this Zoom of this group. There was so much energy closing out the month, and one of the things I will tell you is that no matter what happened in your end of month, the best part about it was you were all in doing activities. You were all making stuff happen. You were all, creating Class A prospects. You were all following up. You were all doing all of the activities that actually make things happen. So if you didn't get your one brand partner or your one customer yesterday, please don't think that that is any reflection on what's going to happen for the future, because what you did, the energy you created, is going to come back to you tenfold. It really is. So my gratitudes today are that I'm so grateful I had breakfast with my 3 kids yesterday. It was so much fun. I'm so happy that I get to have Robert come home today. And I'm grateful that it's a new month and I have purpose today. That is my gratitudes. Okay, my SMART goals. 8 points every day. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. Get 1,000 in new personal volume in the month of February. That is something Dale talked about the other day. We're all going to work on that together, and have a workout partner for February, which I've already got. But I want to talk about that with you guys. I want everybody on here that is going to commit to February and doing some activities to find a workout partner that they can check in with on a daily basis, okay? And check in on what we're going to roll out here in a second. Because I think that that is not only a lot of fun, but it's a way to keep yourself accountable and doing the activities, okay? So I want to remind everybody that today is the corporate call. Usually it's on Tuesday, but they changed it because we had to close out the month yesterday. So the corporate call today is going to have a new promotion and some announcements. So if you can make it on the corporate call, on the West Coast, it's at 1 o'clock, and they usually will text you the phone number and the information. So look at your phone and just jump on if you can. If you can't jump on, they will have it in the archives on in the back office in your website. So it's pretty easily accessible. But we will all be jumping on if we can at 1 o'clock. Okay, so Karen DeSantis and Robin Mano and I and Susie, all of us who have been around for a while, we started this business on an 8-point system. And I'm going to have Robin kind of share a little bit about that in a second, and Karen and Susie if you want. We started on an 8-point system out of our success planner. And, I will tell you that when this was rolled out, when Robert and I got involved, we had so much fun with this. First of all, Robert and I were so competitive with each other because we wanted to get our 8 points a day. And in order to get our 8 points a day, we had to do certain activities on this list. So I've listed them out. And as you can see, everything on this list is our 10 core commitments. It's also on our tracker. It collates with everything that we do anyway, but it keeps us going in activity mode every single day or 5 days a week, whatever you want to do, okay? So if you want to do 8 points a day, that's the minimum. You don't have to make that your maximum. But if you look at this, in order to make 8 points a day, it's not that hard. It's pretty simple, and it's actually the biggest points, the most points are your high payoff activities, which are having real results parties with a guest, or going to a market party with a guest, doing before and after pictures, things like that. So one of the things that we talked about and we heard from Dale was before and after pictures, how important they are, sit downs, how important they are, having a real results party, how important that is. Those are 3 things that this is all we do in this business. That's it. And there's not too much more to it. That's one reason why a lot of us probably don't do it every day, or we say we'll do it more tomorrow than we did today, and whatever, we're all busy, we have other jobs, things like that. But when I was working, 8 hours a day, and Robert was working 8 hours a day, and we were in our offices and we weren't even able to get out and about at all, we managed to get our 8 points a day. And we also managed to get sometimes 10 points a day. And sometimes we even went crazy and got 12 points a day. but we made it a personal best, and we also really, in a very nice competitive way, kind of competed with each other because we were each other's workout partner. So what Karen, I'm going to let Karen talk a little bit about the things that we're going to do in terms of recognition and maybe giving out some gift cards. But I want to go out to Robin to kind of share with us how, when we got started a long time, and how we worked that into our life. Also, just so you know, you must get 8 points a day, 5 days a week to participate. So, you know, that's the honor roll system. If you want to participate in our little game here for February, I guarantee you one thing. Not only are you going to rank up, not only are you going to get new brand partners, not only are you going to get new customers, but you're going to have a lot of fun doing it, okay? So if you want to participate, that's great. If you don't want to participate and you only want to do your 4 points or whatever it is that you want to do, you know, that's fine too. You don't have to do 8 points a day. This is just what was successful that we know works and you can win at. And so in our game that we're going to play this month, and also with the promotion that we don't even know what's happening, this is going to help us not only achieve the promotion, whatever it is, and also achieve success in your business. So one of the other things that I didn't mention was the end of the month, 1,000 in new volume on your team. So you get 10 points for that. So obviously you're going to get that 10 points if you're doing 8 points a day. I promise you that. It's going to happen. So it doesn't even matter, but it's a great thing. And we'll have a bigger prize, a bigger something for that. So Robin, do you want to kind of share a little bit about the 8 points?
Yeah, I mean, the 8 points were simple. And so that was the biggest thing about the 8 points. And we always talk about it. Like, I love, hold on, Brody, I'm on the Zoom. Sorry, guys. Brody is homesick. What, bud? Okay, give me 2 minutes. He wants a burger at 8 in the morning. So the 8 points a day, what was amazing about it was easy to track. And when I got started, I was able to track my 8 points and teach my brother how to track his 8 points and teach Dawn how to track her 8 points. And just a couple of us, Laura, and we used to have an app on our phone that Nerium provided. And so we all would be able to check in with each other. And I know Annie and I were super competitive about that. She'd be like, well, I got 12 points today, Robin. So I always strove to get my points because they did recognition at the regional about it too. I don't know if you guys remember that, but you would notice that every regional, all the people that were getting promotions, all the people that were promoting to, you know, senior director and above, all stood up when they asked if people did their 8 points a day, their 40 points a week. You know, and it was just really incredible because if you can just track it. And I love, our points were a little bit different, but what I love that you did, Annie, is, you know, we're not going to do personal development 4 times a day, you guys, and get 8 points. Like, you only get 2 points once for reading your 10 pages. You don't get to read all day long and say, I got my 8 points. So it is the honor system. But even if you did personal development and Nerium University, you still need 4 more points in follow-ups, exposures, and RRP or a market party to have a successful day in Nerium. So I'm excited about it. I think it's brilliant to bring it back. I know our team had the biggest wave of momentum when we were following this system. So I think it's awesome. And it's easy for us to teach our team how to do it. And if they do their 8 points, there's no way possible they will not get PCs and BPs, especially if we're doing Dale Munger's game plan of 20 before and afters in a month. So I think it's awesome. I love that you guys are doing this for us. And Karen, I am going to turn it over to you to kind of explain it.
Thanks, Robin. So first of all, you did a great job explaining. I'm writing on my notes like, oh, she just talked about that. Oh, she just talked about that. Yeah, exactly, you guys. I think this gets us back into tracking mode. And that is what the company's been promoting. And if you don't, print out the tracking sheet, this is just a super simple way to do it in your planner, wherever you write down your notes, your calendar, and exactly, Robin, you were just saying, you don't get just all your 8 points just doing personal development. So tracking is really big. And I think the other thing that this reminds me of as well is the NLC. It gives you something to work towards. It gives you, a lot of people want it, they're excited, but they don't know what to do next. So this gives them some things to work towards what they can do. Sometimes they can't do a sit down, but they can do, a follow-up. So, it just gives a great way of tracking. It's a daily, weekly, monthly tracker as well. So hopefully you guys have already sat down and thought about what your February goals are. David Bird teaches us to always sit down a couple days before the end of the month and work towards your goals. Write down your mission statement, write down, what it is, your high performance activities that you're going to perform in order to get to those goals. So hopefully you've done that. If not, I recommend that you do. Sit down and do the monthly so that you can break it down weekly. And then we've broken it down daily for you so that you can get your 8 points a day, 5 days a week. And every Sunday, you guys, you're going to be responsible in posting not only the before and after pictures, just like it says on the page. Make sure you do that. Just like Dale Munger says, post it. Post your before and afters. Post your activity. Post your sit down. Look at who I'm sitting down. I'm the worst at it, and I'm working at it. I'm working on it. I forgot to take a picture. And so just, keep your, maybe even put it in your calendar. Take a picture. But every Sunday, you will be responsible in posting your tally of points, because there's so many of you, and it's on the honor roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to tally up, and on Monday mornings we're going to be able to recognize the earners, and it's for everybody, not just the top person who has it. So everybody can earn. Everybody is going to work towards the $1,000 new volume, including us. And I have to say, I'm sure you all know, Annie posted the challenge yesterday to get in just one, and she not only just got one, she got 2 more on top of her one, and she hit that booster. So I'm sure there's plenty others on the call here today. I'm not sure if Annie's going to recognize, but I just want to make sure for all of you, congratulations on that. And so I hope that this works. I hope this helps you guys. We already have the goodies. We're going to do some more. It's just going to keep everybody in activity mode. And I think we've got some really great momentum, and I'm real excited to hear about the corporate call today and about the new promotions. So with that, Annie, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Okay, that's great, Karen. And you guys, the wonderful part about the point system is that, both Karen and Robin kind of touched on it is, you'd be surprised if you go to a market party with a guest, you've got 6 points, and you do personal development, you're at your 8 points. So you can set up your week to really be fun and to really achieve what you want to out of your business. So it becomes very, very interesting how your calendar looks, because it runs around your point system and what your activity is. And as you see it happening, it starts to become kind of a habit. Before and after pictures. So if you think about it, if you do 1 or 2 before and after pictures a day, 5 times a week, if that's all you did, I mean, you would be totally at the 20 before and afters for the month. You would totally be getting customers. You would be totally getting, your exposures in. So anyway, so I'm really excited. I'm going to post this on the page today. And Karen's right. We need to get in the habit of posting that activity, not only on your own personal page if you want. I'll tell you, when I first got started in the business, I still do it. And I know a lot of people do. Every time we have something going on, we post it on our personal page and our team page. Yesterday when I posted the Bogota party, I had been talking to this lady who was my customer. She lives in San Francisco, and I reached out to her about becoming a brand partner, and she said, Annie, I just moved and I don't have any friends around me. And when I posted that picture of Bogota and I said, how we're building a business internationally from our home, basically, you could see it on the page. It says count me in, or count this girl in. It was because I posted that picture, you guys. That's what put her over, that she thought I can do this from home. So, pictures are very, very important to the business. And I saw this online today, and I really, I think this is really true. Jeff Olson says a lot of things at the conference, and he makes a lot of sense. But it is true. Always remember the reasons you do what you do. And all of us got started in Nerium for a reason. Everybody's reason is different. It doesn't matter. You can be in this business to make a couple extra $100. You could be in this business to basically be around a lot of really positive people. You might be in this business for one reason and find out that along the way, your reason has changed. So there's lots of things that you can do by remembering the reasons why we're doing what we're doing. And I think that that's a really important thing. So I really appreciate you guys getting on the call with us today. I'm so excited about our point system coming back. I'm excited to hear what the promotion is today on the corporate call. But as a group, as a team, we are doing things. We are moving the needle. And a lot of you got into the NLC Club, and it's very difficult for me to go one by one and to see who did that. So go on the team page and recognize yourself for being in the NLC Club. Recognize yourself to doing the things and show your team what you're doing. And we will continue to love on you and recognize you as well. But right now it's very hard to see who everybody is that got NLC. And I know that was a lot of people on this Zoom. So tomorrow and Friday, we're gonna hear, they don't even know it yet, but we're gonna hear from Robert, and we're gonna hear from Caroline, and we're gonna hear from Casey. And the reason why I want to have them on is because what they did in Colombia organically from San Francisco is pretty miraculous. You know, they created a tremendous amount of energy in Colombia in a very short period of time. And Robert said to me last night on the phone, he said, you know, Annie, I've been to Australia, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Korea, and this launch in Colombia was the best launch I think we've ever done on an organic basis in terms of, you know, starting with one person, creating a lot of energy and going into their house, doing RRPs, and really creating a lot of fun in the group and a lot of hope for the people that really wanted to have a new business. So I'm pretty excited to hear all about that. So find a workout partner, number one. Number two, I'm going to post the 8 points a day on the page. So print it out, have it next to you. I keep it in my planner so I know what I'm doing every day. Let's go out there and, you know, get some points today, have some fun, and start February off today. Let's not wait for tomorrow or Friday or next week. Let's start today to get our points, to get our new brand partners, to get our new PC. Okay, you guys, because there's a lot of really great things coming. So with that, thank you so much. And if anybody has any questions or comments, you certainly can open it up. But that's all for me today. Anybody?
Well, this is Susie, and I'm just really thrilled you're doing this because so many people, whether it's a diet or a program or a business, respond to just having in front of them a simple list. So this is brilliant, Annie, bringing it back and having it just in front of us. Check that off, check that off. Last Monday night at Nerium U, the gals there, we all wrote our little statement for February for the rest of the year. And we're getting up in the morning and reading it and going to bed at night and reading it. And doing what, you know, Clement Stone, the billionaire industrial said, just get up in the morning and say, just do it. Go to bed at night and say, just do it. So maybe we can go into February with that charge, just do it.
Well, that's great, Susie. What great advice, and I really appreciate that. Susie has so much energy. I'll tell you a quick little story. We went into Michael Kors yesterday because I had a customer in there, and I wanted to see if she wanted to order anything else because I had sent her the eye patch as a gift, and she hasn't even tried the eye patch yet, she said. And I'm sitting there talking to her, and Susie's standing there because we had a meeting after that, and this really pretty lady walks into Michael Kors, and Susie went over to her within 1 minute, and she was telling her how beautiful her skin was and what did she use, and all of a sudden they were exchanging phone numbers and they have a sit down. Wait a second, how did that happen? Awesome. It was really awesome. So, you know, all you have to do is actually get out of your car and walk in the mall and take a person with you and start, you know, talking to people. So anyway, thank you, Susie. Thank you very much. Anybody else have any comments or questions? No. Okay. So I'm going to see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'm going to print out the 8 points, put it on the team page, and let's go get some points. Okay.
Yay.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Annie.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank